Hi, Omega Khaos here again, with another real-life deck profile, and this time I am showing my updated Rank-Up Gogogo Utopia deck. Also today is my birthday. I of course had a birthday live stream earlier today at night. It was pretty nice. But so let's go at this deck. But also of course, sorry about the shaky camera. Will be getting my tripod in about 2 months at least, probably earlier than that, but we'll see. So let's see. First the monsters, of course. Free Gogo Chant, of course, very essential card for this deck. For of course 1 card Xyz plays. It also has 0 defense. Then 2 Ghost, a Knight in high attack beater, as well as when it's spell summoned, or I mean if it's spell summoned, you can spell summon Gogo from the graveyard, so it's pretty nice. And you can also summon it from the deck with onomatopoeia. And of course Gogo doesn't really do much on its own, but it just can be revived with other Gogo cards. It also has an effect that it cannot be destroyed with battle once when it's in defense position. Then 2 Door Driver. Of course the Door Dungeon is still very essential in this deck for your 6-1 Leo Arms plays. And of course extra targets for onomatopoeia and onomatopoeia. Sort of which special summon your Door Driver, so of course. And of course you summon it from the deck with onomatopoeia as well. Then Coinberg, of course, for more rank 4 plays. You of course need your rank 4 enablers in this deck. Then 3 card Kage. This card is back in this deck. I kinda needed some more rank 4 enablers in this deck so I can exist one more consistently. Because if you don't exist one, you are not doing much in this deck. And then 1 Masked Chameleon. I dropped it down to 1. Actually tried to run this deck without it, but I think it's still pretty good to search out with King of Realms and then make a 1 card rank 4 play with your 0 defense monsters, and you have like 7 of them in this deck. So I think it's pretty nice. Only problem with this card, it conflicts with onomatopoeia the fiat spell, but at 1 it's fine, I think. Then the last monsters are the sexual weapons. I put them back to 2 because I think they are too essential in this deck to establish that a soft lock, of course, Tornado Bringer prevents your Utopia monster from being targeted by your opponent's card effects. So yeah, and sexual weapon Lightning Blade, which prevents your sexual weapons from being destroyed by card effects and protects your Utopia monster as well from 1 card effect. So that was the monsters. Now let's see the spell cards. Of course your Rank Magic Astral Force to go into Utopia Beyond, and 2 Rank Magic Buoyant Force to go into your Utopia Victory or V. I dropped the count of rank magics in this deck to 3 rather than running 4 because rank magics can become a little bit cloggy at times, so yeah, and you don't want to prick in this deck, otherwise you are pretty much completely screwed. Then now the key cards in this deck exist change tactics. To get the extra draws each time you exist summon Utopia monster, you have to pay 500 life points for it, but it doesn't really matter. But you can only control 1 of exist change tactics, so that kinda sucks. So you don't really want to draw too much of this card, so I have thought about dropping it down to 2, but I'm not sure if I want to do it, because I want to also see this card as soon as possible. And of course the field spell, the reason why this deck exists, otherwise you will run some other Utopia variant. So of course you get counters each time Utopia is spell summoned, and you remove 2 counters to spell summon at Dodo, Gogogo, Kaga or Super Monster from the deck, so it's definitely really good for your combos. I did try to run it at 3, but it kind of becomes way too cloggy at multiples, and they also don't run any terraforming anymore either. So yeah. Then of course free on the para to surcharge your Gogogo or Dodo monsters in this deck. It's of course very essential. Then 1 generation force to search my Xyz cards like Xyz change tactics and Xyz block. So I think it's pretty good in this deck. Then 2 foreign lands, another new addition to this deck, to protect my monsters from spells and traps, and to make my lock harder to get over, so you are even more protected. So I think it's pretty nice in this deck, but I'm not sure if I will keep it in. So that was the spell cards. And you don't run anything like Dark Hole or Raigeki or MSTs in this deck. But of course this deck's space is very tight. And then the traps, only 5 traps, because you don't want to use too many traps, because then you can't really use your Sexa weapons that well, and you also have your continuous spell exchange tactics as well, so you can't really set too many cards. So 2 Xyz block, of course it takes Xyz material from your Xyz monster and to negate any monster effect and then destroy that card. So definitely a very powerful card. And search with generation force, of course, so I think it's pretty nice in this deck, like Divine Wrath. Only problem is that it can become kind of cloggy if you don't have a way to make an Xyz monster, so it makes your bad hands worse, which kind of sucks sometimes, I guess. I am also going to probably run Xyz tribal rivals in this deck to protect my Xyz monsters, but we'll see. I don't have that card yet in real life. Then Solemn Warning, of course, Combo Evocation Device, and Bottomless Trap for basic staples pretty much. So that was the whole main deck then. Now let's see the extra deck. So first number 99, Utopic Dragon. Of course discard Rank-Up and the Rank-Up Utopia into this. And it's a pretty powerful card, but I don't tend to summon it that often in this deck. The number 39, Utopia Beyond, of course. To summon it out with Astral Force, and yeah, it's pretty nice. Then Khaos number 39, Utopia Victory. It has kind of a built-in honest effect, but it only works when you attack. And your opponent cannot activate spells or traps when this card attacks, so you're protected by things like Mirror Force or Dimensional Prison. Then Khaos number 39, Utopia RV. Destroy your opponent's monsters, they get damage, and it also recycles your Utopia monsters, because or any of your Xyz monsters. You can run out of Utopias pretty quickly, so you need some way to recycle them. Then a new addition, of course it came out in Ghost Souls, Shining number 39, Utopia Prime. Of course it's kinda better than Utopia A. It has 10 more attack, and it also has a pretty useful effect at times. You have, I think, you pay life points to have 10, and then you destroy your opponent's +1 monsters, and then inflict 300 damage for each. But there's some other life point requirement as well. I don't exactly remember exactly, but you're not going to use it that often, of course, because you don't really want to have only 10 life points. Then of course Khaos number 39, Utopia A, just to get an extra draw with Xyz tactics or counter for Onomatopoeia. and you don't really use the effect, of course, at all, mostly. Then, of course, number 39, Utopia. Of course, I don't think I have to explain why I run this in this deck. It's pretty much the centerpiece of this deck, of course. Then some other exist monsters, Sexual Blue Arms, Searcher for Sexual Weapons, and of course it becomes an equip card itself as well. I think your Utopia monster gains 3 run attacks. So you have this card on your Utopia, your other Sexual Weapons, your Utopia monster will have pretty much 8 run attack or more, so it's pretty powerful. Then one number 55, Gogogo to get your Gogo chance from a graveyard back to your hand, or your Gogo Golem, so it's pretty nice. Then number 1 was not the Orc, of course, pretty nice. Of course, I will probably run cost instead of this, but of course I don't have it. Now I'm waiting until the reprint in the magazines. And of course, Dark Rebellion Exist Dragon, very nice. And finally, the last Exist monster, King of Realms to search up Mask Minion or your God Khaos. So, this was my update Rank-Up Gogogo Utopia deck. I think it's a very nice deck. It can be pretty powerful, but it's of course mostly for fun. It's not really that competitive. But I'm actually going to a local tournament with this deck on Sunday, and hopefully I will do decently. But of course I'm not expecting to do that well. I just want to see how far I can go with this deck. So I hope you enjoyed this real life deck profile. For now, a goodbye and Khaos out.